everyone, welcome to today. Today I just came to talk about something very briefly with us. And what is it? Thanksgiving. Yes, Thanksgiving. I want to read briefly for us from Psalms 100 and verse 4. It says, "Enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful unto him and bless his name." It goes further to say, "For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations." Hallelujah. I just came to remind us about Thanksgiving and to talk to us, for those of us who don't know about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is such an important part of our lives that it's so important, yet most of the times we get to forget. Many of the times we're being taught that Thanksgiving is a lot of things, and it's true. They say Thanksgiving is warfare, Thanksgiving is a key to open doors, Thanksgiving is, when you can't pray, you praise. Thanksgiving is a lot of things, but really, I just want to, talk today simply in the terms of what Thanksgiving is in itself. And Thanksgiving is just simply Thanksgiving. Be thankful to God. Most of the time we're so cumbered with, the many cares of our lives that we don't remember to be grateful for the things we have. And I just came to encourage us to be thankful. Be thankful to God. You don't have the things you want to have currently in your life. Be thankful for where you are, because whatever it is you think that you're going through, somebody else is going through that thing more than you are. And the Bible says here to enter his gates with thanksgiving. It's not a request, it's a command. It means when you're happy, when you're sad, by the time you're coming into his gates, you should enter with thanksgiving. The password is thanksgiving. The pass key is thanksgiving. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of what is going on with you, be thankful. And that's not to say that God is irrational. God doesn't care about how we feel. No. But that's a ticket to enter. That's a pass. It means that for every time you come before God and you are not thankful, your prayer is not going anywhere. He's not hearing what you're saying. You have not even entered, because he said, enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praises. So be thankful. You have food to eat, be thankful. You don't have food to eat, be thankful. You have good health, be thankful. You don't have good health yet, be thankful. You lost someone, it can be terrible, it can be painful. Be thankful. You gave birth vaginally, be thankful. You gave birth through CS, be thankful. Every time we're encouraged in the Bible to be thankful. And recently I just got reminded again how that Thanksgiving is very important. Thanksgiving is something I have learned to cultivate in my life, and I still want to keep doing it, to the best that I can, to be grateful for the things that, I have, even when it looks like I don't have, And it's very important. It's very, very comforting. I have learned it's very, very peaceful. It's very soothing. By the time you go through a phase of your life that is not so palatable and you are thankful, by the time you're out of that season, there's a joy to know that through that season you were still thankful. You can't explain that joy, and it's so important. I know that currently life may not be treating some of us, in a form where you feel like you have anything to be thankful for, but I guarantee you, if you sit down and you begin to take stock just of the things that God has done, for the simple fact that you have life, that's something to be thankful for. Something to be thankful for. And that's all I just came to encourage us today. Be thankful. Make sure that you cultivate this habit of being thankful to God for the little things, the minutest thing you think that he has done. Learn to put it into words. Most of the times we get so comfortable, praying in tongues, that even Thanksgiving we want to offer it in tongues. But sometimes it's not entirely wrong, okay? But sometimes just take out time, instead of offering your Thanksgiving in tongues, just say them out loud. It has something it does to your heart in the place of prayer. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Say, Father, I thank you for life. I thank you for food. I thank you for. By the time you begin to count them, your heart catches up to with the depth, of all that He has done for you, and your thanksgiving becomes meaningful. So, like I said, it's a brief time today, and I just came to, encourage us to be thankful to God, because truly, if the Lord opens our eyes to see the things that He's doing for us, we will know that it is not a day's job. We will probably learn to value it more. But even though we cannot see, Bible says, blessed are those who believe without seeing. So please be thankful to God. Cultivate the habit to be thankful to God. And as you thank Him, I believe that He will get to do more and more for us. Thank you so much for listening today. Have a lovely week ahead.